Hi. So QuantSap offers industry's widest range of option analytical tools out here for free, wherein majority of the tools in our application are available for free, wherein you don't need to be a pro subscriber for it. You just need to sign into the application and you can go ahead and use those tools. Now talking about a tool which I personally use a lot for intraday kind of an trading, to first find out and bias on the market, then further finding out an opportunity from the entire market, and further even analyzing it more. So we are going to learn about that tool in this video, and trust me, that tool is one of the most unique tools out there and one of the most simplest tools to go ahead and be a data driven trader and to kind of follow a path of being a data driven trader, and then rather than randomly going ahead and trading on flukes. So in this video we are going to discuss on the Synopsys tool in our application. So there are three different panels which will pop out: futures OI and options OI. So first thing starts first. It's very prudent for an option trader to have a bias on the market. I'm not talking about where we are, where we are predicting where the indices Nifty, Bank Nifty is going to go. But instead of that, what we are looking out here is a bias on the market to find out which stock is outperforming, or what is the market strength, or in which direction probably I should look out for an option trade for a particular day. So that thing would be cleared out for us from the Synopsys tool and using the futures OI panel over here. Now what this thing does is it shows us on what futures contract what is the built up that has been observed. Okay, so now the stocks highlighted in green color indicate something positive. Okay, something positive is going around in those stocks, indicating a long built up. Okay, wherein in long built up we will get to see all the stocks which have witnessed a long built ups, wherein the prices of the stock is going up along with the open interest going high. Okay, so that is my long built up, wherein even in the rising prices the bulls are still participating. Okay, OI goes up when buyer and seller both participate, right? But let's say if this is kind of a price chart of a stock, and even if the prices have reached this level, there are still buyers who are participating. That tells me that that stock or that instrument, whatever the instrument is, that has a significant strength along with it. So long built up is a significant positive move wherein the OI goes up along with the prices going up. So the rising prices are backed up by significant open interest participation. So if I talk about the long built up in Pidilite Industries over here, so Pidilite Industries, first I'll get to see the price of Pidilite Industries, the price change today in Pidilite Industries, and the open interest change today in Pidilite Industries. Same way we can go ahead and look out for all the stocks. Then let's discuss the opposite of it, which is short built up. I can shortlist my candidate just by clicking on S over here. So the stocks which are highlighted in red color indicating something negative, indicating that there is a short built up which is happening. The price of the instrument goes down but the OI grows up. That means that even in the falling prices the OI is going up. There are still sellers who are vigorously selling despite the instrument has fallen a lot. So that is a short built up. You can call a short built up as a significant bear move. So we will get to see all the stocks which have witnessed a short built up over here. Long unwinding is a temporary pause, I would say, wherein the prices they go down and the OI of the instrument also goes down. So what happens is that instrument will never go up like this. It will always have those dips and it will go up, right? So now, if somebody has bought over here, they need to book their profits, they need to unwind their positions at some point, right? So in long unwinding, what happens is the price first has a dip, okay? The price goes down and also the OI goes down. So the prices are going down because of the long positions getting unwinded. So it is called as a long unwinding move. In Synopsys, it would be highlighted in blue color. Last thing is short covering. Short covering is again opposite of short built up, wherein what happens in this thing is the price have a spike, okay, the underlying has a spike, but the OI goes down. So wherein if I talk about a negative move, so this is how an instrument will go down, right? So this up spikes, are only due to this shorts getting unwinded, those shorts getting covered. Okay, it is not the fresh longs which is kind of pumping the price higher. So long and short are a significant positive and negative move. Long unwinding and short covering are a temporary pauses. Now moving forward, what else we can have a look on is, if you see Bank of Baroda, okay, a ban list symbol has been popped up. So it's telling us that Bank of Baroda is in ban list. I can go ahead and search for our desired F&O instrument. So let's say Infosys. So I can go ahead and do that, check the built up, how much price it has gained or lost today, and how the open interest is behaving. Now, if I give you an example, let's say there is one scenario wherein the stocks on the long side are just, let's say 20 versus the stocks on the short side are, let's say at least let's say 150. Now, if you look at this data, ask a question, which side you will go ahead and take a trade in. Generally it would be short side because there are multiple reasons for it. First thing is, if you want to find out an opportunity on the long side, there are just 20 opportunities in front of you, out of which some opportunities might get ignored or it might get eliminated because the data might not be supporting it. Second thing is that if I go ahead and take a trade on the long side, I am trading against the market, right? The pressure of the other instruments might be seen on my instrument as well. And the last thing is that if the data is saying you that there are more shorts happening, I would say, or more stocks which have witnessed a short, it's obvious that I can go ahead and find out an opportunity on the same side. I'm not predicting where Nifty or Bank Nifty is going to go, but I'm just having a general bias on the market, like which direction I am going to plan out my option trade in. Is it the positive side, is it the negative side, or the market breadth is evenly poised? Whatever the data says, we will go ahead and act upon that. Now, should I go ahead and calculate or count all of this manually? So first of all, this heat map itself tells us that that the red stocks are more as compared to the green stocks. So I don't need to again go ahead and do it manually. You just click on the summary over here once. You'll directly get to see how much stocks are on short covering, how much stocks are on long, how much stocks have witnessed a long unwinding and a short. The stock which appears on the first, you'll get to see the top gainer, and the stock which appears on the last is basically the top loser. Now the first thing from Synopsys Futures OI, what we understood is that we can go ahead and easily find out a bias on market. We can check how my desired instrument is behaving, how much it has gained, lost, or what the built up it has witnessed. Now, after having a bias on the market, so which is right now negative, if I just look at the screen from an intraday perspective, does that tell you that it will remain till the day end negative only? No, it does not tell you. It is telling us that whatever time you are looking at that data point, at that time, how the built ups have been witnessed, and accordingly it shows us the data. Now, after having a bias on the market, the next thing which I want to go ahead and do is that I want to find out an opportunity out there in the market. So for that, we will come to the next panel in Options OI tool in the Synopsys, and we will look out for such opportunities, right? So now, what is the negative move which happens in the market? Let's say if the market's breadth is negative, okay? If I am an option trader, I can either buy a put or either I can sell a call, or else I can cover my sold put, okay? So if I'm an option trader, okay, and if I want to go ahead and participate in a negative move, there are three things which I can go ahead and do. The first is long put, okay, I can go ahead and do that, wherein as we understood the formula for long, the price will go up along with the OI going up. Now, let's say if we are an option trader, okay, option specifically if I talk about, and if I see that market's breadth is negative, okay, I want to take a bearish trade, okay, let's ignore the market breadth. Let's understand, if I want to take a bearish trade, there are three things which I can do. The first thing which everybody will do is buy a put, okay, which is long put, wherein because of the aggressive vigorous buying happening, okay, vigorously, the price of the instrument, it will go up along with the OI going up. Okay, so that is my basic long put, a naked buying of put option. Then the other thing which I can do is sell a call. Now sell a call, I am bearish on an instrument, so I will go ahead and sell the call option. When the price will go down, but the OI will go up, because there are still additions which are happening on the call side. Even in the falling prices, the OI is going up. So that is my second actionable which I can do. And last thing is, let's say if I have went ahead and sold a put option, okay, I will go ahead and cover that put option if I am bearish on a particular instrument. So let's say this is my level. What level it is doesn't matter. If I am expecting that instrument comes down to this particular level, around my level, and if I feel that heat of the moment, okay, I have sold this put, so yahan se le le ruk. So now let's consider this example. Let's say at this level doesn't matter, just understand that I have sold a put option, that we have sold a put option at this level. Prices have a dip up till here, okay. Now we will only cover that put option. I will only cover my sold put option when I am expecting this underlying price to go below more, right? So I will go ahead and exit my put option if I have sold it and if I am expecting a bearish view on the instrument. Now what will happen is, if a short coverings happen on put, first thing that the price will go up of the put option and the open interest will go down. So these are the three things which I will look out for. So if we see at this point, if there was a support out here on this level, right? But the moment when put writers cover their positions, the support is broken of the instrument and then it has a likely chance of having a dip. Now using Synopsys tool, we can go ahead and identify such opportunities in next to no time. All we need to do is just come on Synopsys, check out for where the short coverings on short on call is happening, check out for which talks or which strike prices specifically the long put is happening, wherein the tool will directly tell you the top strike prices where the prices of that options have gone up and the open interest has gone up the highest, okay, of put option. So this thing tells me that, okay, these are the put options where the prices are going up along with the OI going up, indicating something negative happening over there. TCS, HDFC Bank, Apollo Tyre, Power Grid, IndusInd Bank. Shorts are happening on call, okay. It is basically open interest getting created on call option, a pressure, a resistance getting created on call options of TCS, HDFC Bank, Apollo Tyre, Power Grid, IndusInd Bank, and even PEL. There are a lot of instruments basically, we can go ahead and look out for them. Last thing is short covering on put, M&M Finance, APL Limited, SBI Life, DLF. A short covering is coming on put option, right? Even in Britannia. If I talk about DLF, 385 put sees unwinding of 58% OI and price has gone up by 222%, right? Now when we are going to look at this data, we will look at this data in the opening hour around 9:30 onwards till 10:15, okay, so that we get the data which is a fresh data, right? It shows me the change up till the current time. But if I would have been looking at it at 9:30, I would have still got, let's say, something like DLF on my radar list, right? That, okay, the put writers are getting worried, the support is getting weaker and weaker over there. So am I going to go ahead and buy a put option directly from here? No. Am I going to go ahead and buy a put option directly at Dr. Reddy 5000 put? No. But it solves the purpose of us that I know Dr. Reddy, Balakrishna, TCS, then it was DLF, which are in a negative momentum. A lot of instruments basically. I can create a watch list, let's say of 5-6 instruments, okay, which I like a lot, or it depends upon trader to trader. We can go ahead and kind of create a watch list and we can move to the next step, okay. So now talking about the next step, which is, let's say if I am seeing TCS, HDFC Bank where a short call is happening, okay, OI is getting added on call side in a very huge quantum. I will not directly go ahead and sell a call over there. Instead of that, I will go ahead and analyze it even more. Okay. So I'll directly get to see what is the strike price, at what strike price, how much the put open interest addition is. The Brighton tip shows us additions, the hollow shows us unwinding. So if I see in this thing 1560 put option sees unwinding, a marginal one, okay, a slight unwinding, but 1560 calls see a very huge addition. A pressure has been created with a broken support. Directly support gets added at 1540. So that is how it will help us from having a bias in an instrument until going ahead and analyzing it in open interest tool. So that's how the tool will help us from having a bias on the market to identifying or shortlisting a candidate. And also we can go ahead and analyze the stock which we have got in charts tool in our application. So the technical analysis, if you want to go ahead and do it on the instrument which you find out, you can go ahead and do it. And trust me, it will take just a fraction of second to go ahead and check the futures OI, check the gainers and losers, have a look on the market breadth and find out an instrument from options OI. The last thing is about FNO volume. So it shows us which are the strike prices which have witnessed the heaviest volume. So it will show us the instrument, it will show us the price of that instrument right now, it will show us the open interest and price change. It will show first the most traded futures. Most traded leaps are basically, if you focus the expiry of these ones in the most traded leaps panel, these expiry are way far off expiries. So this tool, it identifies which far off expiries have been traded a lot. We'll get to see most traded index call options, index put options, most traded index stock options and stock put options. So it will show us basically the volumes, like where exactly the volumes are happening the highest. So yeah, I would say that was it from my side. So Synopsys tool is also available on our mobile application. So don't forget to check out that. The data will be the same and UI is also the same. So do check out that. And apart from that, do check out Synopsys as well and be a data driven trader and follow a process of data driven trader. Thank you.